Hi guys, my name's Yvonne Metz. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video today, we will be learning how to do this cabled messy bun hat. And actually, I'm going to be showing you how to do the closed version. And I will show you where to stop to make it a messy bun. I've done this video before, but I received comments that I went too fast. So I wanted to go ahead and redo it so that way everybody can follow along. This is a pattern by Diana. It's a very popular pattern. I will put the link to the pattern below in the description box. It is in the Facebook group that we are in. And I will also have a left-handed version for those that are left-handed, so you can also follow along with us. So let's get started. All right, so for the materials I'll be using today, we'll be using the Red Heart with Love yarn. It is a number 4 worsted weight yarn in white. You'll need a pair of scissors, your needle, and I will be using an eye hook or a 5.5 millimeter hook. I crochet tight, so I went up a hook size than what it says in the pattern. So go ahead, grab your materials, and let's get hooking. All right, guys, let's get started with our brim. So we are going to start with the slip knot. So I do mine like this. So I have my yarn like that. I'm going to twist it like this. I'm going to bring this little loop down like that. Okay, and here's the end of the yarn. So go ahead, put your hook underneath like that, and then pull. All right, bring that closer to your hook. You don't want it too tight and you don't want it too loose. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 9. I'm going to chain 11. I crochet tight, so I found when I did chain 9, the brim didn't fit over my ears, so I'm doing 11. So let's go ahead. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to bring it through the loop that was on your hook, and that loop will this will never count as a stitch. Okay, so we just did our first chain, so let's do it again. Yarn over, go through the loop on your hook, and that's 2 chains. Yarn over, and that's 3. Yarn over, that's 4. Yarn over, 5. Yarn over, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, so now the pattern says to single crochet in the back loops only, starting in the second chain from your hook. So again, this one does not count as a stitch, so we're going to go 1, 2. So in this one here, in the back loop only, insert your hook, yarn over, draw the loop through, draw your yarn through your loop like that, yarn over, go through both, and that's your first single crochet. So let's do that again. Insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over, draw the yarn through like that, yarn over, go through both. So that's 2. Insert your hook into the back loop only, yarn over, and that's 3. And we'll be doing this all the way down. Okay, just like this. So I'm going to end up with 10 single crochets. If you did a chain of 9, you will be ending up with 8 single crochets. And here's my last one. Okay, so there we have it. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and the pattern says in the back loops only, we're going to single crochet all the way across. I'm going to go under both loops on the first stitch and the last stitch. Okay, so what I found was doing it this way. So go under both loops like that, yarn over, bring up the loop, yarn over, go through both. What I found was doing it this way, It gave me a nice clean edge on the bottom of my brim, but it also had a nice edge on the top, so when I started working the hat part, it was easy to get into your stitches. All right, so now in the middle stitches, we are going to, right here, back loop only, single crochet, like that, insert hook into the back loop only, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, go through both. Okay, so mine, since I did 10, I have 8 stitches in the middle. If you did the 8, then you will have 6 stitches in the middle. Okay, like that, and here's my last one, and then the last stitch I'm going to do under both. Okay, so we are going to repeat this until we have 60 rows. I'm going to do 70. I crochet tight, so when I did 70, it gave me a measurement of 19 inches. So that's an adult size for me. You want to do whatever size that you're working on, but you need to make sure that it's in multiples of 10. All right, so I finished my brim, and as you can see here, my edges on either side are just nice and even. So now we're going to close the brim. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the two ends together, and normally what I would do is, okay, so I chain one, and I would go through both loops here and then the other loop on the other side. Let me see if I get a little closer for you guys. Okay, and then yarn over, draw the loop through both thicknesses, and then slip stitch. But somebody left a tip and said that if I go through one of the loops, one loop here and then here, it won't be as thick. So I'm going to try that. So let's just go ahead and we're going to go through one loop here and then the one there on that side and slip stitch, and we're going to do this all the way down. So let's go through one loop here like that and just slip stitch. Slip stitch all the way down. Just like this. Okay, got 3 more. So I have 10, and if you did the 9 chains, then you'll have 8. So there it is. Let's see. Pull this out. And right here, yeah, it's not as thick as if you did with both. So I always use this part as the inside of the brim, so I just flip it. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to be doing the hat part now. So it says to go ahead, row 1, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to work a double crochet into each row that we did. So I'm going to have 70 double crochets. So whatever number you have, if you have 60 rows, then you're going to have 60, or if you had 80. So you go ahead and double crochet all around. So let's start. So let's see, chain 2, and then you're going to go, that's not going to count as a stitch, and then go ahead and go into that same area right there where you chained the 2, insert your hook, yarn over, draw the loop through. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. All right, and then go into the next stitch or the next row, do another double crochet, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So now you have 2 double crochets. Go ahead and go into the next row. There you go. So we're going to be doing this all the way around. Yarn over into the next row, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, insert hook into the next row, yarn over, and then drop up the loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, and this is what you're going to do all the way around. So these are your double crochets. Alright? So I will meet you here at the end. Alright, so I am working my last double crochet. We're going to join like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to work a back post double crochet around the first double crochet and in the next double crochet. So yarn over your hook, and we're going to go in the back of this double crochet. So from the back to the front, and then to the back again, yarn over, then draw your loop up like this. So now we have 3 on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And that's your back post double crochet. So we're working in the back. Yarn over, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go from the back of the double crochet all the way up like that. Go back down, yarn over, bring the yarn through to the back again, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Just like that. Now that's your first 2 back post double crochets. Now we're going to work our first cable. So what we're going to do is yarn over twice. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So 1, 2. In the 3rd stitch, we are going to work a front post. I call it a triple crochet, or you can call it a treble crochet. So the way you do that is instead of going from the back, you're going to go from the front to the back and then back up like that. Yarn over, bring the loop up like this. Then you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over twice, go into the next stitch or front post double crochet, triple crochet, insert your hook like that, yarn over, drop the loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Okay, so those are your first 2 front post triple crochets. Now we're going to work in the ones that we skipped. So yarn over twice, and we're going to go back, and in the first one you're going to do the same thing. Like this, yarn over, bring up the loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, and you can turn it sideways if you want. Like that, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over twice, and then we're going to go into the second skip double crochet. Draw the loop through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So there's your second part to the cable. Alright, so now it says to do 2 back post double crochets into your next 2 stitches. So let's go back to front, back down, bring the yarn through the back, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Do that one more time. Back to the front, around, back. There we go. Just like this. Next, we are going to do 2 front post double crochets in the next stitches. So yarn over, back to the front, or front to the back, front post double crochet. Yarn over, like this. Okay, so that's our first cable right here, and then we're going to do, from this point on, we're going to do a repeat. So the repeat will be 2 back post double crochets in the next 2 stitches. So back to the front, just like this. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, like that, and we'll do another cable. So we're going to go ahead, yarn over twice, skip the first or the next 2 stitches, insert your hook into the 3rd stitch, front post triple crochet, yarn over, draw the loop through. There's 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Wrap it twice, go into the next stitch, just like this, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over twice, going back, working into the skip stitches. First one, just like this, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over twice, there we go. So this is our second cable. All right, then we're going to back post double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So back to front, back again, bring the yarn through. Okay, just like this. And then we're going to do 2 front post double crochets, like that. Like this. All right, so now we're going to do the repeat again. And the repeat, I will put it on the screen. It'll be 2 back post double crochets into the next 2 stitches. You're going to work the cable. You're going to work another 2 back post double crochets, and then another 2 front post double crochets, and then you repeat. Okay, so I will put that on the screen again, and we will meet here at the end of the round. All right, so I finished my repeat, and I'm going to go ahead and join like that. So now we're going to be working row 3, and that one says chain 2, and then we're going to do 2 back post double crochets in the previous back post double crochets. So yarn over, just like this, like we've been doing our back post, yarn over, like that. All right, now we're going to be working in our cables here. So we're going to be doing 4 double crochets in each one of them. So let's go ahead, grab the first one. Okay, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over. We're going to do our next front post double crochet. Now this one is the one that's always hard to get. So you got to kind of move your, you can see it right there. Get your hook in there, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. All right, and then here's our third front post double. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and then the last front post double, just like that. Okay, you can kind of see it taking form here. So now what we're going to be doing is every stitch that had the back post double crochet, we're going to do a back post in these two, and then a front post here, and then a back post here. All right, so go ahead, yarn over, insert your hook through the back like that, and then back post double crochet, yarn over, just like this, yarn over. Now we're going to do 2 front post double crochets, yarn over, insert hook like this, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and then some yarn over, back post, yarn over. Okay, now we're going to be working in our cables again. Yarn over, grab the first one, and then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets, yarn over, and then again, this is the one that's hard to get. So like that, push it up. There we go, yarn over, yarn over, go in the last. Okay, so that's all we're going to be doing. Okay, so you can pause the video here. I'll put the repeat up on the screen. It's going to be 2 back post, 2 front post, 2 back post, and then our cable is going to be 4 front post double crochet. So I will meet you when I am at the end of my round. All right, so let's go ahead. I finished my last repeat right there, and we're going to go ahead and join. So now row 4 is going to be a repeat of row 3. So let's go ahead. I'll start the row. Go ahead and chain 2, and then we're going to back post in the next 2 stitches. Okay, 1 and 2, and next we are going to do 4 front post double crochets in the next 4 stitches of the cable, and this will be easier because we've already got 4 double crochets, so it's not going to be as hard to get into them. So let's go ahead and we're going to do, here's 1 front post double, here's the second, here's the third, and here's the 4th. All right, so now what we're going to do again is in the back post double crochets, you're going to back post in each stitch, front post, you're going to front post double, and then back post double, and then 4 front post double crochets in your cable. All right, so I will do the first 2 back posts with you like that. and then front post double, okay, and then back post, like that, and then here we are at the cable again, and then we're going to do the 4 front post doubles. Okay, yarn over, yarn over, all right, so go ahead and you can pause the video. I'll put the repeat of this row on the screen and I will meet you here at the end. All right, so I finished there and we're going to go ahead and join with the slip stitch. So you have completed your first set of cables. Okay, so that's your cable. So now what the pattern says is to keep on repeating rows 2 through 4 until you have 4 sets of cables. So that means we already have 1, so we need to do 3 more sets, which gives us about 13 rows. Okay, so what I will do is do a little bit of each row until I get to the repeat, and then we'll do that. So we go row by row, and that way you guys will know, you don't have to rewind the video. So let's go ahead. So we are going to do row 5, which is a repeat of row 2. So let's go ahead and chain 2 and go ahead and yarn over. We're going to do 2 back posts in the back post like this. Okay, and then we're going to start our cable again. So yarn over twice, skip the first 2 stitches, and then do a front post triple crochet in the next one. So yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over twice, insert into the next one, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to go back into the skipped stitches and yarn over twice, go into the first one, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So this start right there, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. All right, and then we will do the back post, 2 back post double crochets, just like that. And we will do 2 front post double crochets, like that. All right, so now we're going to start the repeat. So the repeat I will put there on the screen. It is 2 back post double crochet, work your cable, and then 2 back post and 2 front post, and then we repeat. So go ahead and pause the video, and then I will meet you here at the end. All right, finishing row 5, let's join with the slip stitch, and now we're on to row 6, which is a repeat of row 3. So let's go ahead and chain 2, and then it says to back post double crochet around the first 2 of the previous row, like that. And then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets in the next 4 stitches. Again, just being careful that you don't miss this one right here in the back from the cable. Okay, pull that up just like this. Yarn over. Okay. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then again, we're going to do in the back post, work the 2 back post, front post, back post. Okay? So 2 back post, and then 2 front post, and then we're going to start the repeat. So the repeat I will put on the screen. So the repeat is going to be 2 back post double crochets, 4 front post double crochets, 2 back post, 2 front post. Okay, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. And I will meet you at the end. Alright, I just finished row 6. Let's go ahead and slip stitch to join. So row 7 is going to be a repeat of row 3. So again, chain 2, and then back post double crochet in the next 2, like that. And then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets, like that. Okay, and that's 4. And then 2 back post double crochet, 1 and 2, and then 2 front post. Okay, and then now we're going to start our repeat. So the repeat again is 2 back post double crochet, 4 front post, 2 back post, 2 front post, all the way around. All right, so I just finished row 7, so let's go ahead and join. So we have 2 cable sets done already, and we just need 2 more. So we're going to do 6 more rows, and again, it's a repeat of rows 2, 3, and 4. So I will do the same thing. I will just start off a little bit, and then I will show you the repeat, and then you can pause and then finish, and then we'll meet back up. So row 2, which is row 8, you're going to go ahead and chain 2, and then 2 back post double crochets, and then we're going to work the cable. So we're going to do the front post triple, skip the first 2 stitches, go into the next one, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over twice, go into the next one, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over twice. Now in the first 2 that we skipped, put your hook back into the front post of this one and do a front post triple, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over twice, then you go into the next one that you skipped, like that. All right, so again, we're going to work our back post double in the back post, and then the front post double in the front post, and so on. Okay, so let's go ahead. We have 2 back post double crochets, and then 2 front post double crochets. Okay, and then this is where our repeat starts. Okay, so go ahead and pause your video, and then we're going to go ahead, and it's going to be 2 back post, work your cable, 2 back post, 2 front post. I will post it on the screen, and I will meet you at the end when I'm done with row 8. All right, so I just finished the last stitch of row 8, so let's go ahead and join with the slip stitch, chain 2. So rows 9 and 10 are going to be the exact same thing. So let's go ahead, and we're going to do a back post double crochet in the first 2 back posts from the previous round. So that's 1, and that's your second, and then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets in the next 4 stitches. So that's your first one is right here, and your next one is under here, and again this is the one that's going to be the hardest to try to grab, so go ahead and push it out of there. And then the last 2 front post double. So there's your 4. Next we are going to do 2 back post doubles. That's 1 and 2, and then 2 front post. Okay, and then this is the repeat. So I'm going to go ahead, I will put it for you on the screen, and the repeat is going to be 2 back post double crochets, 4 front post double crochets, 2 back post, and 2 front post. We're going to repeat that all the way around for rounds 9 and 10. So I will meet you back here when we're done with row 10, okay? All right, so I just finished my last stitch in row 10, so we're going to go ahead and join, and that's our 3rd set of cables, and look how it's starting to look. So we have one more set to do, and it's like I said, it's going to be a repeat of rows 2, 3, and 4. So this is row 11, chain 2, back post double crochet in the next 2, and then we're going to work our cable, wrap your yarn around twice, skip the next 2 stitches, work your front post triple in the 3rd stitch, just like that, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the front post of that one, and 2, 2, and 2, yarn over twice. You're going to bring your hook back here to the first skip stitch, like that, wrap twice, go into the second skip stitch, all right, and then again back post into the back post and front post into the front post. So that's 2 back post, and then 2 front post, all right, and then now this is the part again where we're going to do the repeat. So pause your video, and then go ahead and I'm going to put the repeat on the screen. So it's going to be 2 back post, work your 4 front post triples, 2 back posts, 2 front posts. Okay, and I will meet you at the end of row 11. Okay, so I just finished the last stitch of row 11, and again, let's go ahead and join. So we're down to the last 2 rows, which is row 12 and 13, and again, I'm just going to show you the first one because it is a repeat. So let's go ahead and we're going to chain 2, and we're going to back post, double crochet in the 2 back posts from the previous row, and in the next 4 stitches here we're going to do 4 front post double crochet. That's 1, and again, go ahead, make sure you grab that one from underneath, and that's 2, and that's 3, and that's 4, and then we're going to back post double crochet in the next 2. That's 1, that's 2, and then front post in the next 2, and then we're going to start the repeat. Alright, so the repeat is going to be another 2 back post double crochets, 4 front post double crochets, 2 back and 2 front. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and I will meet you here at the end of round 13. Alright, I just did my last stitch in round 13. We're going to go ahead and join. So now we've done all 4 sets of our cables, and we're going to start decreasing. So let's go ahead. Round 1, we're going to chain 1, and then it says single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we're going to do that in these first 2 stitches here. So go ahead, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through 2. Now we're going to decrease. So in the next 2 stitches, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop, next stitch, insert your hook, yarn over, draw up a loop. So we're working a decrease, a single crochet decrease, yarn over, go through all 3 loops on your hook. And we're going to be doing this repeat all the way around. So we're going to go ahead, single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and we're going to decrease in the next 2 stitches. Insert your hook, yarn over, drop a loop, insert your hook, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, go through all 3. So we're going to go ahead and go all the way around until we get to the last 2 stitches. Alright, so now I'm at the last 2 stitches, and since I did 70 double crochets, I am ending with 2 extra stitches here. So I'm going to go ahead and I will single crochet in the last 2 stitches, and this gives me a count of 53 stitches. Alright, so you might have a different count if you have a different number, whether it's 60, 80, 50. So yours might be different, but if you have 70, then your counts will be 53. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to round 2, which is going to be the same exact thing. We're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and then we're going to decrease like that, single crochet, in the next 2, and then decrease. Insert your hook, yarn over, bring up the loop, insert your hook, yarn over, like that. So go ahead and I will meet you back here at the end of the round. Alright, so I am at the end of my row and I have one more single crochet left. So I will single crochet in the last stitch and then join with the slip stitch to finish that row, and I ended up with a count of 40. So now we're going to do row 3, which is exactly the same thing. Alright, so that's just a chain 1, single crochet in the next 2, and then decrease. And that's the repeat that we will do all the way around, and I'll meet you back here when I'm done with row 3. Alright, so I am finished with row 3 and I had no extra stitches left on this round, and my count, I ended with 30. So now we're going to go ahead and slip stitch. Now in the pattern it says just to do round 3. I have 30 stitches, and like I said, since I crochet tight, I did an extra decrease row. Alright, so go ahead, chain 1 and just repeat the single crochet in the first 2 stitches and then decrease in the next 2 all the way around, and I will meet you back here. Alright, so I'm at the end of row 4 and I have 2 more stitches left, so I will single crochet in the last 2 stitches, and this gives me a count of 23 stitches around. So at this point I can just leave it like this and for the messy bun hat. Okay, but I'm going to do a full hat for you so you can see how it's done. Basically all we're going to do is decrease. We're going to just keep decreasing until we get to maybe 9 stitches. Alright, so we're just going to do basically what we've been doing. So chain 1, single crochet in 1 and 2, and then decrease. Alright, so go ahead and do yours until you get to 9 stitches left on your hook, and then I will meet you back here and I'll let you know how many rows I got and what my count is. Alright, so I decided I wanted to show you what my row 5 looks like. So I have 3 stitches left and I have a count of 15 right now. So there's 15 stitches around. So my last 3, what I'm going to do is a single crochet. So that'll give me 16, and then I will decrease in the last 2 stitches. So that gives me 17 stitches. So go ahead and join to the first one. So what I'm going to do at this point is for row 6 is I am going to single crochet in the first stitch only, and then I will work a decrease all the way around. So that's a decrease, decrease, so that gives us 3 stitches, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and decrease in the last 2, and that gives us 9. Alright, so that worked out perfect. So now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to finish it off. And go ahead, grab your needle, and we're going to go ahead and sew this up. So go ahead and weave that through. And pull that tight. Okay. So just like that. And we're done with a full messy bun hat. Or you can, not messy bun, this one is a full cable hat. And then I'll bring this one in. And that one is our messy bun. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a pom-pom to mine. So if, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Don't hesitate to leave me a comment. I'll put all the links to everything that you need, the pattern, all that kind of good stuff. I'll put that in the description box below. Subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my videos. And thanks for watching and happy crocheting.